Okay, this video is going to be on how to make a histogram. So I have my data on the right hand side over here. The first thing I want to do with my data is align it from lowest to highest number. So I'm going to highlight my data. Go to data, and I'm going to sort it. This AZ sorts it from smallest to largest. You see, so now my data is sorted from smallest to largest, 6 through 24. So I want to create 4 classes with my data that I have here. So this is just data that I created on my own, 4 classes. Now, if you go to your book, in your book on pages 41, it shows you how to find a class width, how to do the class width, and also on page, just page 41 and page 42, it talks about the class width and how to find the class boundaries. So in the textbook, page 41 and page 42, I'm going to write that down here. In your textbook, not the Excel workbook, but in the textbook, make sure you read pages 41 and pages 42. It shows you how to do a class width and the class boundaries. So the class width is you take the largest number, which if you look on the right hand side is 24, and you subtract the smallest number, which is 6, and you divide it by the number of class boundaries you want. So I've already determined that I wanted 4 class boundaries. So I want 4 boundaries. 24 minus 6 is 18. 18 divided by 4 is 4.5. So that's my class boundary, 4.5. But we always want to round up. So rounding 4.5 up, I get 5. So 5 is my class boundary. This is really important. This is my class boundary. I'm going to have 4 classes, and they're going to be 5 wide. Each boundary is going to be 5 numbers wide. Okay, so you start with your first number, which my lowest number is 6, and then you add 5 to it, which is 11. Then you add 5 to it, which is 16. Then you add 5 to it, which is 21. And if you notice, I have 4 boundaries here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we're going to still keep on going. 6, we have to go 6 to what number? So 6 to what number? 6 to 10, because 11 is the next number. If you count the numbers 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, do you see that's 5 numbers wide? If you count 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to just write this here, then I'm going to erase it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. That's 5 numbers wide. So each boundary is 5 numbers wide. So I'm going to do the same thing for each one. I add 5 to the 10. I add 5 to the 15. I get 20. I add 5 to the 20. I get 25. Remember, my largest boundary is 24 over here on the right-hand side. Do you see how it fits into here? Okay, so I have my class widths now. Now I need to create my bins. Now, for Excel to pick 6 as an answer, you have to go a half a spot lower than 6. So for Excel to say, oh, I'm going to select 6, you have to do a half a spot lower. So you have to go 5.5. And for Excel to count 10 in, you have to go lower than the lowest number, 5.5, but you got to go higher than the highest number, which is 10.5. So we're adding a half to each of these, a half of one whole number to go into the boundaries. So then we keep on going. 11 is 10.5, right? To get 11 in, you need to go to the left. And then on this side, we're going to go 15.5. And we're going to keep on going. Here we go, 15.5. You see how whatever the number on the right-hand side is going to come over to the left. Then we go to 20.5. Then we go 20.5 here. And 25.5. This is how you do your boundaries in Excel, so Excel can grab the numbers. Okay, so I have my data on the right-hand side. I'm going to have a bin now, bin, and my bin is always going to be the largest numbers in the boundaries. So this is going to be my bin. When you do a histogram, your bin is your largest numbers in the boundaries. 10.5, 15.5, 20.5, and 25.5. That is my bin. Okay, so I have my bin, I have my data. Now I can do my histogram. To do your histogram, you need to go to data. So to do your histogram, I'm going to put this little spot over here. To do your histogram, go to data right here in the middle, data, then data analysis. Click on data analysis. And if you noticed, halfway down you see histogram. Highlight histogram and hit OK. And now it says your input range. Your input range is your data. My data starts up here and I'm scrolling down to here. This is my input range. This is all the data I'm entering. There we go. Now my bin range is going to be, these are my 4 classes. These are the stopping points of my 4 classes. I highlight my 4 classes and I'm done. Now make sure you have your cumulative percentage and your chart output in here on. And then as soon as you hit OK, a histogram pops up on another screen. So this popped up on another sheet. So now I have my histogram. And I can actually widen this now because I don't need the other page anymore. That older page just got me started. Now, in Excel, the histogram automatically ends up with this extra piece of data here. You can actually click on that data and hit delete if you want. And you see that line actually went away. If you want your line, you can keep it. Me personally, when I have a histogram, I don't like my line. Now, down here, this more data is not supposed to be there. If we go to our bin that we have over here to the left, it says more. I click on that, I hit delete. Frequency, I hit delete. And this 100%, I click on it, I hit delete. And do you see that more category is gone? That more category is gone. Now, the cumulative percentage, that's fine. But in a histogram, you don't necessarily need that. Most histograms, people don't like to have that there. You can have it. It's not necessary. I click on it, I hit delete, and it's gone. I still have my histogram here now. Now, many people got marked off because this is what they turned in for a histogram. This is not a histogram. This is a bar chart. So a histogram is when all the bars are touching each other. So we have to get these bars to touch each other. What you do is click on any bar, just right-click any bar, and come down to Format Data Series. So I'm going to step aside out to the right. It doesn't matter which bar you click on. Right-click any bar, Format Data Series, and in Gap Width right here, just take it down to 0, hit close, and now we have our histogram. All our bars are touching each other. So this is how you do a histogram. I hope this video helps.